Yo, what's up guys, Ray13 here and welcome to another Gunplas review, and it is the end of the year here, so we are reviewing the Psycho Zaku from the Mobile Suit Gundam series Thunderbolt. Okay, so for some of you guys it's already New Year, so Happy New Year guys. As of this moment it's just 1:30 p.m. as of this recording, December 31. So Happy New Year, Happy New Year's guys. Okay, now let's get straight to it, shall we? So I've been looking forward to building this unit here. I've been saving this for last. I actually really do enjoy Zakus, so this is actually a special end of the year build for me. Okay, so I decided not to add the decals due to time restraints and the stickers. Here are the decals here. But actually, I'm going to be doing some custom paint here because this is actually something special. Okay, so let's go for the history first, okay? So the Psycho Zaku was actually created by the Living Dead division of the Zion during the One-Year War. And they experimented on people without limbs, like Daryl, what's his name again? Let's see here. Daryl Lawrence. Okay, and he ended up being the pilot of this unit here. So to be able to pilot the Psycho Zaku, you need to lose all your limbs. And for Daryl, he already lost his legs. And during a battle with the full armor Gundam that was piloted by EO, he ended up losing his left forearm. And then his right forearm was amputated by, what's her name? Carla Mitchum. And yeah, that's the only way to pilot the Psycho Zaku and bring out its full potential is by losing all your limbs, which is a very gory task here. Okay, so a little bit of an apology if you guys can hear that machine sound. It's coming from the turntable here, and that's going to be a separate review. Okay, so what's next? What's next? Oh yeah, so practically in the first season of the Gundam Thunderbolt series, Daryl ended up fighting EO Fleming, and it ended up becoming a draw. A Zaku beating a Gundam. Yeah, really, really nice. And yeah, and what's next? Which was kind of surprising, but EO ended up getting captured because of reinforcements from Zion. Okay, now the next part that I want to talk about is its weaponry. Now, there's one thing I do want to point out right away here is the EXT2-2 beam bazooka. I don't think I have it here, and that's supposed to be from a Rick Dome. So I may get it soon, who knows? I think I got one here somewhere. But this is all the weaponry we got right now. So the weaponry, we're gonna start off with the basic Zaku machine gun, which is this one here. And then you got your Zaku bazooka, which there's actually 3 of them in the back. Yep. And got some ammos also. And then you got your Storm Faust, which is this one. So Storm Faust actually was derived from the Panzerfaust that was actually used in back in World War II by Nazis and Germany. And then the last item that we have here, not actually the last, but you got your basic heat talk here. Now, the last item that I actually want to show for its weaponry is this giant bazooka that was actually designed for the dome. There's actually 2 of them, which is really, really nice. Yep. Okay, so The design itself is actually quite unique. It's specifically made for space use. As you guys can see, there's this specialized backpack and extra propellants for long periods of battle. It is literally high mobility, and it even actually got this sub arms also right over there. And here's the extra parts here. Yep, which can actually hold the weapons. And then you got your other extra parts. This is just the extras for a basic Zaku Thunderbolt. And a few other items like this one here that you can actually attach. Just remove that extra part here, this one here, to be able to equip the other parts. Now, the other ones that I want to mention is there's literally extras for the basic Zaku, literally extras, but not enough to actually to convert it into a basic Zaku. That's all the extra parts there. Okay, now, oh, and an extra Stormfaust that you can actually equip also as a weapon. Okay, now the other extra that I want to show you guys are the hands here. You already saw this one here. There are two trigger hands, two hands, closed fist hands, and a pair of left and right open hands, which is really, really nice. And just like it. Okay, so mobility wise, it's actually not that bad, but as you guys can see, it is actually back heavy. Now, one thing I do want to point out is it can definitely stand on its own, but with the assistance of the propellants here. Yeah, so it can stand. It just can't stand. If I remove this propellant, it will fall off really easily. That's how bad it was. Now, the other extra item that I do want to point out now, the last one, is the stand here. It actually, the Psycho Zaku comes with a stand. And it is actually, you can actually move it without any issues. And for now, I'll do a test here to show you guys that it can technically stand on its own, but with the help of the propellant here. Yeah, I'm not... Okay. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so it can stand, but not, but with the assistance of that propellant. Okay, so this is the stand here. You can actually adjust this by kind of pulling this out. Kind of hard there. Okay, there you go. And you can actually, like, it's like a cog here. Yeah, easy as that. And the next part also is there's other slots here that you can actually put out, which is really nice. But I prefer to have it in the middle because of it being back heavy. Okay, so mobility wise, okay, it's just like a basic like a basic Zaku Thunderbolt here, which I'm actually gonna pull out because I really don't want to just go through that trouble here. Oops. Okay, so this is what I'll be using for a mobility test, my Zaku Thunderbolt here, because they actually get the same feature, the same polycaps, just a different designs. One of the other unique features that I do want to point out is just that so many thrusters that the Psycho Zaku have. Okay, so as always, the back will actually have will reduce the mobility of the legs and the limbs, and yeah, because yeah, that's one of the main problems. Okay, so The Psycho Zaku's design, like I mentioned already, it's the same as the Zaku Thunderbolt here, and which is actually really nice because I did test fitted it out just for fun, and I got a really good result. So as you guys can see here, it actually got good mobility, good range. That's how far it can go. Yeah. And then the shield can actually is mobile. Same concept as this one here. Now the mono eye can definitely move. Now the mono eye for the Psycho Zaku is a little bit stiff but can be fixed. But you can you just need to, you don't actually have to remove it, but you can actually kind of push it to make it look good. There you go. And then you get your waist. Now the waist for the Psycho Zaku is a little bit different, but they're the same. So for here, let's do a test, turn test. It actually can turn, which is really nice. It actually got mobility. Okay, for the skirt, as always, the front skirt and the front skirt are mobile somewhat. The back skirt doesn't move. The side skirt got limited mobility. Now for the leg, since they're the same design, there's actually good mobility on the leg. Oops. But one thing to point out also is the connectors here, just a slot, so you can actually, yeah. And we're not using a ball joint for the legs here, just your basic connector, which is really nice. Let's just remove this. Okay, there you go. Which is really nice, and you can actually take it out easily. Like I said, the same design, so thank you, Bandai. And for the feet, well, this one here is a little bit different, but you can understand the concept is the same, but I'll do a mobility test of the foot there. We'll just have to put this back. Okay, so the foot got mobility, as you guys can see there. And the gimmicks for the thrusters, which is really nice. Yep. It can kind of do a split, but it's really, really nice. I actually like this unit here. Really good. It just added some details here, some panel lines to actually bring out its some of its potential. And this, and the giant bazooka there. Okay, so now some of the issues that I do want to point out are the nubs, which is actually not that serious, but just trying to zoom in that specific area there. But it can be fixed easily. The foot actually do have some nubs in that area. Just gonna bring some of the lights there. I'm actually planning on sanding that down even further. Ooh. Oh, wow. I wasn't paying attention. That's my mistake. Okay. Well, crisis averted. Okay, that's part of the nubs there. A little bit thick, but it's actually no big deal. It can be fixed easily. Okay, trying out the settings. So almost ended up a disaster. Okay, and there you go. There's actually the forearm there, hopefully. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, there's the forearm, some of the knobs. There's a little bit of a seam line that can be fixed easily. Okay, so far that's it for the issue. The seam lines are well hidden. That one for sure. Okay, now let's talk about details here. So you guys can see the details are really good. There's so much details here, so much panel lines. Um, I'm really impressed at this. And you get your stickers also that you can actually work on if you want to or not, or you can leave it be as is. But I prefer to do it a little bit differently. Yeah. Oh, shoot, shoot, shoot. It's just too big. Okay, so there's the details there. I haven't actually put most of the panel lines. Like I said, I'm going to be doing some details. Okay, and this is actually a highly advisable kit to have. I really enjoyed it. Comes with a stand. There's a lot of details, panel lines. There's some seam lines in the propellant knobs in other certain areas also, and there's a lot of stickers. But this is actually a really good project to work on. Yeah, and I'm kind of waiting on a real grade Psycho Zaku. Yep. Okay, so let's end this video, shall we? Thank you guys for watching. Trying this new settings out. I liked it, but I'm gonna need a bigger boot now for the reviews because it almost ended up a disaster. Okay, so for the price tag, well worth it. Now the price varies from different locations, stores, which is not that bad. But it depends on you if you want to spend that extra money to support your local shop or just buy it online. Okay, so before ending this video, there is actually another version. This is the Gundam Thunderbolt version, and we do have the anime version. The anime version is a little bit different. It's just a different color type decal. That's it. And maybe the beam bazooka is there. I'm not too sure. I don't have it, and I don't plan on getting one unless it's for a project. Okay, I'll see you guys later for next year. I'll let you guys imagine what's the next kit I'll be reviewing. Okay, this is Reap 13. Have a good day, good night, afternoon, wherever you are. Signing out. Give this a thumbs up, and thank you guys for supporting my channel. See ya.